Alright. Gonna make Gryffindor no curses or no dark arts. On normal difficulty. I think that's the second highest.
It appears we are almost ready to depart.
And I guess I'll leave the cinematics and not skip through all of them. I might skip through some of the dialogue and some of the side quests and stuff, but that's it.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working.
I hope I got the right mic set up on this recording.
Oh, Eleazar! George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We had a start of term feast.
I think at this time of day there'd be quite a few people wandering around out there.
Your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging.
So aren't they in the middle of London?
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
When you got the Union Jack and stuff flying there, it looks like Muggle territory to me. Gotta admit, they dressed way better back then. Alright, I'm gonna skip through this part. Okay. Yeah, and I'm playing keyboard and mouse.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
Oh, he's a student that I'm going to trust with every single secret that I ever had.
I'm starting.
Even though I just met him like 2 weeks ago.
How extraordinary. It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course.
Not only that, he's a slow learner. It
Learning their magical skills for 4 years.
took him 5 years to get accepted.
I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Just like Dumbledore. Super gifted, great wizard. Gonna put a student in mortal peril right away.
Far at the ministry.
Have you seen this?
Still would love to go there.
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the ministry, I believe he is a significant...
Nothing suspicious there. No need to, notify the adults of the giant fucking wing you just saw.
Who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar.
She called it a MacGuffin.
By her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
But she had to get rid of it quickly to keep it safe.
Presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol. What's that glow? I don't see a glow.
Nor do I.
5 years into Hogwarts and he's already hallucinating.
Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We do.
Hang on!
I do love the detail they put right here. Right after the chomp. I don't see why he didn't disapparate. But, it's still cool right here because you get to see the Thestrals appear because he just witnessed a death. Nice little detail. And they do show this guy. He disapparates the fuck out of there the second he can.
The key!
He's lucky he didn't try to grab the key first. The student would have been a splat.
Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take
A
this.
bit.
It's what
About
well
dead.
potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
I'm playing this in 4K. I'm not sure if it's recording in 4K.
Where are we?
I'm not sure.
Got it set on really high quality recording, but I'm not sure how. I should have looked into that.
Bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir. If you'd like to look around a bit.
I would.
Mushrooms.
Stay close. We've no idea who created this portkey. Or why.
How far did that portkey take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there. I do. This has not been the day...
Imagine what that would have looked like in its prime when that castle was fully built and everything like that. Nice view.
And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit
Wonder if they
of
got
whatever it
cable
was
internet
meant to
out there.
lead to. If you're sure you're all right,
Probably have to
and
use
wouldn't
Starlink.
mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
Let me check my graphics settings real quick. Definitely crank that up. Good, that's off. That's good. Crumbly. And that's definitely off. Ultra, ultra, ultra high. That's fine. Oh, I wonder how bad that would be. Let's try it.
Mind your step.
84, 104. It's not that bad.
Where do you
I think I can handle it.
got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by...
I kind of wonder who else can handle ancient magic in the later on
magic.
Harry Potter universe.
I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey. but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
When you think we're showing the stuff Dumbledore did, he could probably do some kind of ancient magic.
Sir,
That was a hell of a groan.
searching for evidence of lost magic.
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here.
Doesn't even look like ice. I don't really see much black ice. It's not on a freaking
Someone
road.
wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that one work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
I mean, I would have probably asked if it was glass.
Excellent.
Mandatory pot breaking. No rupees.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected. Your one work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
Oh yeah, that is a neat little trick. If you go through little things where you have to duck, if you roll, or later get the little dodge teleport, you go through them real quick. You don't have to sit there and crawl through it. And there's a little chest around this corner.
We're close now. It's just ahead.
I've done 2 full playthroughs and 1 half playthrough and another one about 1/3 of the way through that I just deleted to make this one.
Steady yourself.
So I've done all the specific quests for each house that are different near the beginning. They revolve around the Jackdaw quest, and if you do all 4 of them, you get the full story. It's a pretty messed up story. Jackdaw was a real prick. But Gryffindor was probably my favorite so far. Even though the Hufflepuff one getting to go to Azkaban was pretty awesome.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason.
You know, you value privacy, that's why you make it fancy and put a bunch of statues of yourself there, so nobody else can see it. Of course, you know, and he did have a picture of him playing solitaire. Wizard solitaire.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
Huh. I kind of love all the little detail they add. And of course, for most of the playthroughs, I just wander right by this stuff and not even look at it, except for the first playthrough.
What's this? Professor Fig!
He's pretty spry for his age. Shit, at my age, I hurt myself sleeping.
Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
Be interesting to see this from his point of view. We just walk up to a wall and the student starts talking about shit.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
And there is another chest over here. A little bit of extra starting gold. Or galleons.
Hello?
I wonder how much he gets paid to sit there surprised he didn't give him a heart attack. I mean, he's been probably working here his whole career, never seen a single person.
Just a moment. Ooh.
Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank.
I wonder how much money they had to pay the goblins to just set up this whole setup, you know, have a room with a desk and an employee who's paid every single day to sit there for, because one day, hundreds of years in the future, some dude's going to come in and ask some questions.
This way, then.
Stay close.
After you.
Still think it would have been cool if they had put Diagon Alley in.
Keep your hands
Although, you know,
inside the
Hogsmeade's
car
a good close
if you
second.
don't wish to lose them.
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds.
I guess how do you get to those other ones? I don't even see any, you know... Oh, yeah, there's one that's close enough. I guess the landing ramp's on the other side.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
He's so cool.
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest parts of the...
Not only do they store your money, they give you a nice roller coaster ride every time you need to go get a deposit. Or, well, a withdrawal.
Vault number?
Vault 12. Momentous day.
Not suspicious at all. Don't let him think that we're up to something. Just glare at him angrily. Then wander over and leave immediately, right on their sides. They won't expect nothing.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the porky container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He
For such big ears, he can't hear shit.
Section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
They're literally whispering right in his ear.
Here we are.
And there's also a chest on the right up here for more galleons.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today. Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Good luck, sucker.
Best of luck.
Yeah, I forgot he said best of luck.
Certainly unexpected. Yes, a revealing charm.
You know, I thought these were pretty cool at first. The first playthrough they are, where you have to do the little motion, but later on they just get a little tedious. Imagine it's easier with mouse and keyboard than it is with a control.
Revelio.
Ah, Revelio.
I saw something.
Be hearing that about 2 million times in the playthrough.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the port key container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way. Lumos!
Revelio.
This is no ordinary
There are also a
vault.
few hidden chests in this place.
We need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
I think it's when we get closer to the next spot.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Or it might be the next
Revelio.
spot we go through. Yeah, it's the next spot.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection's turning towards me. It does follow the light.
And now the blocking tutorial.
Look out!
Protego!
Accio! Dispenso! Levioso! Deposo! Deposo! Levioso! Confringo! Expulso! Confringo! Dispenso! Levioso! Deposo! Expulso! Lumos! Stay close!
Lumos.
Oop, he evaporated.
Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are
Yep,
you?
see there's a chest right
This
there.
isn't good. Where am I supposed to go?
And I think there's one more up here.
What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be... Ah, that's where they're leading.
Yep, there it is.
Glow again. Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos. It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here. Revelio. Lumos.
Can't remember if there's another one over here or not.
Revelio. Lumos.
I don't think there is.
Revelio.
I have to get those before the cutscenes, I believe.
Revelio.
There you are.
Imagine what it was like for his point of view. He just evaporates to nothing, and then all of a sudden he's in front of a door.
This place.
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder.
Imagine like the pranks you could play with like pensive memories. You know, leave something hidden with like a treasure map, and they go and it's pensive, and it's just like a memory of something really like a practical joke. Like all of a sudden it starts playing Rick Roll right now.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
But have you?
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why.
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Bum bum bum.
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ah, Renrock, you're shorter than I expected.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I
Know when to shut your mouth.
that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have...
I have no patience for traitors.
Hope he had life insurance.
Now, where were we?
I'm not giving...
Poor goblin family just widowed.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
He just activated their ADT system.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
They did such an awesome job with the design in this game. Can't wait to see what they do with the next one. Which, judging from a picture I saw with quite a few comments, it looks like it's going to be a Tri-Wizard tournament game.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now,
Spell would save some time in the morning.
Lock it as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Yep, I'm only going to tell every single friend that I make. But other than that, I won't tell anybody. Stylish goatee, stylish mustache, must be a bad guy.
Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
We got a flat on the
It
carriage.
seems the goblin problem
Enough.
has...
Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
If not, you will just be in every house.
I'll be in touch.
All those sweets in a room full of kids that, you know, don't have people to remind them to brush their teeth at night.
Welcome. You're just in time.
You put me, an 11-year-old, in front of a freaking table full of sweets like that, my teeth would be rotted out before we got to freaking Halloween.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you?
Slow learner, so you won't be a
Come
Ravenclaw.
here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit. But your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. Oh, but you're brave at heart. Exceptionally daring. Undaunted by the unknown. Willing to forge ahead alone when you must. Perhaps you belong in Gryffindor.
Yep.
Better be Gryffindor!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season...
One person got hurt playing Quidditch. 50 students died practicing spells. Which one are we gonna cancel? I know. Quidditch.
It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Doesn't even give a shit that I didn't get to sit down and eat.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor
The
Weasley.
headmaster is a dick. I will be the one you like the entire game.
As deputy headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
It's funny, first playthrough I always thought that she was going to end up being evil.
It's most uncommon for a student to begin as a...
I've seen some people thought the Fig was going to be evil.
I'm looking forward to it.
I remember the first time I entered the Gryffindor common room after being sorted.
You were a Gryffindor.
I am a Gryffindor.
She was a
Never
Weasley.
could remember the password when I was a girl, however.
Password?
Kind of funny, the Bravery House is guarded by a fat woman in a picture.
Password is Grata Domum.
Grata Domum.
You may enter. Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Shit, I wouldn't be sleeping at all. Could you imagine how long it would take to walk between classes? Good thing they probably don't have that many classes a day.
Better head to the common room. Revelio.
Precursory Revelio, even though I haven't got my book yet. That's a waste.
Where's the common room?
just love all the detail. Really wish they'd have done more with the common rooms, like activities-wise.
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
They're talking about me. Oh, they shut up now when I come by.
So lucky they didn't end up as dragon fruit, like that poor man from the ministry. Can't imagine starting a new school this late. That girl
If
can
I
get
felt
away
the
with
short thing
anything.
for a thrill. Still not working. Ugh. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh. Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig?
Cressida Bloom. I wonder if she's related to Judy.
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Don't worry. We'll get it in.
Gonna have to be the nice guy through this playthrough since
If
I'm
I
going
can
full
get it,
non-dark arts.
The Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
Of course, I'm a Gryffindor, so I have to get up to a bunch of mischief then.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor
Kind of what the rules are on non-verbal spells and how much intention you have to have, because all the stuff that runs through most people's head, especially if you have an inner monologue, your wand would be going off in your pocket constantly.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Who does Nellie think she is, anyway?
She gets bolder every year.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe.
You know, I don't recall doing anything else with her
hello.
the entire game
Don't
while we were
mind me.
introduced to her.
I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
Maybe she does have a side quest or something.
I'm
Can't
Nellie,
remember.
by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Yeah, there we go.
It is true, but we handled it very well.
I'll say. I think you've already earned a reputation for fearlessness. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack?
Fig must have a big mouth.
Most of us arrived via train or boat.
Neither that or the guy who jumped out of the carriage and disapparated.
Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I'd never.
Why would he
heard
assume
one
that?
about
I
you
mean, we saw one on our first day. I would be assuming
Not
that
a
everybody's
decent
seen a fucking
character,
dragon.
I think.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
She has got some ups. It's like a 4-foot vertical leap. She's using the force.
You'll like it, trust me. Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself.
Red hair, hand-me-down robes.
Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry...
Look at Nellie over there just sitting there eavesdropping.
Yes, a friend of Professor Fig's.
Or, not Nellie, Natty.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
There's 70 of us. I'm trying to pick some dialogues that I haven't done before.
You must be able to get away with anything.
The opposite, actually. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
No, just regular beer.
Oh, no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there, based on some reactions that may need a bit more work.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make
With the red hair and
appreciate
light eyes, I'd assume he'd be making
creativity
whiskey.
as much as you might think.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
New Gryffindor. There's probably like 8 of us that are new Gryffindors. You might want to be specific.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique...
Unless you suffer the ill effects of a memory charm, then you might have several first days at Hogwarts.
And not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding...
So you have to cram 4 years of knowledge into your head, and then this year's.
When you leave here.
Good luck.
After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department
Especially with
of
history and magic.
Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
I'd be so pissed off if I had to enter it as a 5th year, missing the first 4 years. Seeing that, you know, these people get double the time at Hogwarts, or more than that than I get.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
I love how they put that in there. It's a great excuse for the HUD.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Wonder how they're going to do the second year.
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about...
Hey, Peeves!
Why do students always frown?
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
I hate they cut his part from the movies. I mean, they had an actor cast for him.
Do keep up.
Can't remember if he actually shot anything on set or not. But he was listed when I remember looking up Chamber of
Guide
Secrets.
appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio.
Immortalized under a cow's ass.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
No, I'm not going to stop to pet every cat.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Alright, Central Hall. Something. Why didn't we click on that? There we are. That's pretty cool. They make quick travel, Blue Flame Network. I still think that you should have to go to one Blue Flame to go to the other. I mean, yeah, it's convenient just to be able to open your map and warp anywhere. But I think it would make more sense if you had to go to an actual Blue Network spot to go to another Blue Flame spot. Kind of like how they do with Jedi Survivor and Fallen Order, where you have to go to the little meditation symbols to actually quick travel.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
He's probably actually my favorite teacher out of all of them, aside from Professor Garlic. Because she gives me cabbages that eat people.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier...
Yep, in a few weeks you'll have learned everything that everybody else learned in 4 years.
You did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically
Really?
about what happened.
Because it seems like everybody knows about our friggin' adventures. I mean, how you know about the dragon attack and all that shit.
And an extended trip up to the castle.
Normally I say there isn't, so I'm going to say there is.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and...
Well, it actually made me still not say as much as I would have if I was an idiot.
Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now.
It still makes you be secretive no matter which grade.
Professor Fig, your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me.
And is your will up to date?
Your progress.
Yes, Professor.
And did you sign the injury waivers?
You've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley...
No matter what face I pick, it seems like every time my character smiles, they look kind of wonky.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
I don't know why anybody would think that somebody would share something with the headmaster. He seems like such a, pompous dickhead that most people would seem to avoid him.
Be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled
And
team of
the fact that she's the,
to guide you.
the whatever headmaster, she probably has to do half his work.
Avoid another
Or more than half.
proof from Professor Weasley. Why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Alright, what are we going to do first? Let's do dark arts first.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
It's fun sometimes just sit here and you listen to some of the shit that people say.
Wonderful place to practice Accio on other students' virtues. Wish I could sneak into the other common room, just for an hour or so.
Yeah, I think it would be cool if you could when you make friends in other houses that you get to visit. But I can see why they didn't do it, because it makes it more replayable to have to experience it. I always get pictures and stuff pretty quickly early on because they give good XP, so I can rush through the main part of the first part of the storyline to get talents unlocked and to be at a good level.
Revelio.
And at early levels, these things give really good XP. I also bought the game on my Switch when it was on sale the other day for like $15, and I've noticed that they actually changed quite a bit of the castle, especially out in the courtyard there. They make a wall on one part where you can actually see out to the waterfall and shit like that, because I guess graphics-wise they couldn't handle stuff.
We only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the great poacher raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Knowledge on how to kill people. Very
To the
easily.
wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times.
Professor Gran Torino.
Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprise.
Still think it is funny we're learning a charm and that's against the dark arts instead of charms.
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Yeah, Leviosa. No, it's not. It's I forget what the one is where you pull them towards you. Once you learn what is it, Wingardium Leviosa, you don't actually have to put that on your hotkey, because when you cast the pulling spell, it'll automatically transform into Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. And you can move it around, so you never have to put that on your bar.
Then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak good. Now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Come on, try to hit me.
This should be easy. Protego, super Protego. Complicate things. Levioso, good ball. I know. This can't be your first duel. Let's just say, super one, Levioso.
I do enjoy lively duels.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Since I'm not going curses, I'm going to be doing a lot of crowd controls kind of spells.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
More homework. Wonderful.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is just... Revelio.
You've drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student.
It's funny, it's one of these
Then again,
responses makes you sound like kind of a dick.
fuel.
And I think it's this one. I've had my share of wand combat. I'm gonna try this one.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy.
They still sound kind of braggadocious.
Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you.
How many
If you
people
want
have
to
died
get
in this
the
club?
most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian.
Will we be at the age where we can start going into the
Pleasure
restricted
chatting.
section?
I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
It's basically cosmetic. I don't know. I don't even know I'm putting that on. We'll go ahead and do the cross wands. And solve one of the puzzles on the way. Get some gear.
Revelio.
Oh yeah.
Levioso.
I know I'm going the wrong way for that.
Revelio.
Alright, 11 plus 2, 13, so I need 8, which is the spider. If you notice, look at bottom left is 0, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 9 on the right side. That's how you solve it. So, spider is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and squid thing is 9. Okay, so we need a 3, and 3 would be a 3-headed hydra thing. And now it should be unlocked. And yes, I always have to look a certain way. I'm just glad that you can pop the hood up like that. I hate the clipping on the hair though.
Revelio.
Food's fine, yep.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before
Revelio.
And P should pop out of here.
Oh, not again!
Here I
The little interactions.
where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as for only 1 time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek.
Please, Peas, you'll make me late.
He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed.
What a dick.
Contract with her, not with him, that if I behaved, I'd have 1 weekly swim. Whee!
I'll get you for this.
Revelio. Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there. Levioso.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the 2 of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins.
What do you mean by still standing?
The greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
With the 1 spell that I know.
We'll make you regret signing up.
Ringo. Protego. Stupefy. Lumos. Levioso.
Act like a winner.
Stupefy. Levioso.
Levioso.
Stupefy.
You're better than that.
Protego. Stupefy.
Cinder.
Levioso.
Confringo.
I'm the one.
Stupefy.
Glad I didn't bet on that round.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed wands victory. Well fought.
Yay.
Hope to see you back here again.
Revelio.
That looks pretty stupid. And to Charms class.
Professor Ronan tends to go on.
Yeah, no, it's right there.
Rebellion.
I've always joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of
3 plus 0, so 2. And that'd be the, what do you call it?
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peter.
So, octopus
It was
thing.
Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flat.
Oh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flat?
Keep getting robes and cloaks.
She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flat.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be
I think everybody always had a teacher that was like this, like one teacher at school that was like this guy.
I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But, before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all.
You forgot 4 years of knowledge
Or spent your
overnight.
holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
No Hermione Grangers in this class.
It seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
What's funny is all my shit was lost, and when we go to Hogsmeade, I don't buy any books. Accio.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the
A
test.
little bit of gambling.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them to...
It'll basically, if you stop it near the end of the orange, it'll go to the blue.
Excellent control there.
Oh, no. Ooh, that was close as I could cut it. Oh, bullshit.
Your composure. Very good. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's see if I can play this as dickish as possible.
There we go.
Accio.
I will get you back for that. Let us see this. You are not making this easy for me, are you? Be sharp.
Oh, she gonna knock it off mine now? No, she set it up so I can't knock hers off.
Accio. A perfect score. Remarkable. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall
How
we?
about a wager?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. Phew.
I like it when they do better so I can use their balls to stop mine and knock them off, but...
Accio.
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
That's it.
Let us see this. Well done. Here we go.
Oh, come on.
There we go.
Accio. Two perfect rounds. You're a natural. Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Yeah, it seemed pretty easy to me.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda.
It would be so easy for them to turn this universe into like an MMO. You could have different freaking schools, different houses.
Is Wagadu much bigger?
They could even start it off where everybody's a first year and then make 7 expansions. Or 6 expansions.
Bigger than Hogwarts.
Where each year is a different expansion.
Or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
They could just make the houses the factions and just do it at Hogwarts, or they could do it inter-school.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside.
I'm really surprised they haven't done an MMO.
The mist was so thick, I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at
I really think it'd be cool if they'd show more stuff where they don't use wands.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use it.
I'll rearrange this a bit.
If you're so inclined.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well.
See what he did there.
As gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Yay, more homework.
Revelio.
Hello there.
Here's
You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Damn straight I did.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
I'm serious.
Revelio.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
What a Deke.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to...
Like I said, normally I choose the other option. I'm just choosing stuff that I don't normally choose.
Spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must
I don't get that
build
reference.
upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
I'm not going to go through all the options, but I'll go through a few of them.
Familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley.
I think by the time this,
Have someone like him nearby.
at this point, most people have seen the game.
Is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I've done about half and half. I'm just going to... Natty.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including
He's always
his right
drunk.
hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Encouraging drinking, are we?
Revelio.
I think I can get that. Nope, not yet.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
Can it mend a broken heart?
That might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. Accio. Got it. A flying page must be brilliant.
Whew, that took forever.
I trust the preliminary
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a Jill thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Yeah, like in the Switch version, you can't see all this stuff out here. It's a wall. I haven't really gotten that far in the Switch version.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
This cannot possibly be as difficult.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm
I'm
Lenora.
kind of skip through some of this because it's
Everyone
just a
thinks
puzzle thing.
If I know Hogwarts,
If I have the time.
I've been...
Lumos.
Do come and find me if you stumble on
That spot.
And that is right over here.
I should look around in case it's nearby. This looks like the location from the painting. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
She barely had time to walk up here.
I solved the mystery of that painting. I found the look.
Oh, you have a knack for some... Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
And then there's another side quest over here. It introduces us to the library.
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again. Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right.
This one's kind of funny.
I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room. Well, I mastered that, and now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather.
In a couple hours, she mastered
My arms get so tired
verbal,
carrying them around all
non-verbal spells, and now she's inventing
the
spells.
Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5.
Oh, you're already in trouble. Why not go back in there?
A new student looking around.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
I can we always use the excuse if I had time. Just in case I want to skip doing it.
Diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands.
Oh, your diary, huh?
Collect them and bring them to me. I can remove the charm.
Forgot it was her diary.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get... Got it. Only 4 more to go. This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her. Accio! Revelio!
Oh, another road.
Accio! Revelio!
Where is that? I forget where that is. That must be up top.
Revelio!
There it is. Just sits up there telling people to be quiet.
Accio! Revelio!
Oh, another chest.
Accio! That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Yeah, let's see. Another freaking robe. Oh, that one actually looks pretty cool.
Wouldn't come within a mile of a horn.
Revelio!
And that's the librarian. Yeah. And she gives us our first wand handle. Which isn't that bad. Okay.
I collected your books, including...
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness someone...
Or enchant something other than your diary?
I certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
We don't have our wand yet, so we can't use that.
But there's nothing like it.
Although Madame Green.
Here. Ah, finally something other than a robe or a shirt. Need more stats, especially if we kind of jump ahead. And without doing too many side quests before trying to get talents.
Revelio!
Wooden cat. That is really loud. Where is that? Oh, it's done.
Revelio!
I was worried.
Hello. Looking.
goblin weapons. I love this. The inventor of, what was it, Bombada? Immortalized.
Revelio.
Freaking prune. Wonder why he was headless.
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience.
Revelio.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Yes, I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect.
What's funny is there's so many students you see wandering around like this, but with the Great Hall, it doesn't look like there's more than like 70 students per house.
How nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient rooms. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective.
Kind of wonder what the population of Hogwarts actually is.
Elected that you take it.
As I mean, in some scenes in the movies and stuff, it looks like, you know, somewhere between 50 and 70 students per house. 4 houses, so anywhere from like 200 to like 300 students. But when you see like them at the Quidditch matches and stuff like that, there's a full stadium of them. And during the Battle of Hogwarts, there was a shit ton of them.
It has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow.
And I mean, it's like the only wizarding school in the country, and with all the wizards that you see running the government, they must be a lot of homeschooled wizards.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making.
Stewing these live bugs.
Look, from the Forbidden Forest, hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely. Talking about Poppy.
Likely already named them too.
And she has.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left.
And quick travel.
Revelio. Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too
Because
dangerous.
it's the Forbidden
I
Forest.
think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring.
If it wasn't forbidden, they'd call it the Welcoming Forest.
That ruin.
It's such a cool design.
I would spend all.
Could you imagine if a game like this came out before the books were finished?
I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area.
Would have been so much huger. I mean, it was a huge game, but imagine back then.
She knows more about me than I had thought.
I mean, yeah, the graphics would have been absolute shit, but
I learn a great deal in class. Much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls. How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland, but it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too. Mr. Moon! He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Look.
Yeah, I always kind of wondered if this guy's a squib, like Phil.
Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss On Eye. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
Dude, it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. He is smashed.
Guys, ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Poor Mr.
Revelio.
Moon. A demiguise. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say that I have never seen him in such a state. Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind, Natty. Thank you. Revelio. Accio.
And here we are. It is hard to know where to start.
Revelio.
The Three Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeydukes. I could not choose a favorite shop. It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are certain to find everything you need in Hogsmeade. Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcraft, some seeds, and...
A new wand.
Of course! You will enjoy Mr. Ollivander, and I am keen to see what you will do with a wand of your own. You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own pace. We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished. Enjoy yourself. I will see you soon.
Alright, so wands, well, schematics, potions, and seeds.
Revelio.
Tomes and scrolls.
An inquiring mind.
Enchanted staircase. And here's the switch. I wonder if the shopkeeper's like, another asshole pulling that book.
Reparo. Accio.
Another damn cloak. And let's sneak around, open some more shit up. Hey, a hat, finally. That's a pretty big upgrade for this level.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda, student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course.
I can say something out of nothing, but it's not technically because you're using the moonstone and stuff. So I guess it's equivalent exchange.
I look forward to that day.
And I, too, see in it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom...
Otherwise, they'd like summon food all the time.
Creation. But I shall let
Or
Professor
conjure
Oak
food.
do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station. Yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. If you're interested, feel free
And
to
sell
take a
some
look
crap.
around at the rest of my inventory.
Almost 1,000 gold right away. Or galleons.
Revelio.
Alright. Where's that? Oh, it's all even. I see a page right there.
Accio. Revelio.
Can you imagine these people? Because they don't see this shit. They just see me over here casting Revelio and everything. Ah, there's just so much at the beginning of the game. Dings.
Merlin's blooming beard.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
What else would you be in here for?
About time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's
Humble
a
brag.
pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No.
What if my perfect wand is at the store in Diagon Alley?
Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try.
No one already has a handle on.
How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh my. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you?
And yeah, I did the whole thing with Pottermore where it chose my house and all that stuff. And you know, I picked my wand and my Patronus for all that stuff. So the wand is going to be designed based on that. But I'm going to change. There's a few things I don't really like about it.
Take it.
I mean, it looks alright.
How interesting.
I kind of like the plain ones. It's the elder one. Look.
Curious indeed.
Kind of like the Harry Potter-ish looking.
How intriguing.
I'm gonna go with this one this time. Normally I go with the this classic.
Curious indeed.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with black. This stuff doesn't really matter,
How
but
intriguing.
cedar smells good. Gotta make it long enough where I can stab somebody with it if I can't do it. Unbending.
How intriguing.
And of course I'm still gonna stick with Dragon Heart string. I wish they would make some slight difference. Like Unicorn would be great for control spells. This would be great for I don't know, some other kind of spells. And Dragon Heart string would be more like the fire-based spells.
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
And let's put the handle on it. It's not bad. And we're gonna do potion ingredient.
Revelio.
It's inside the building. Must be another one. Dummy bombs.
Revelio.
Bewildering. What that says. No, nothing.
Oh.
Oh, don't push. Oops.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
And potions.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we?
It's funny, it's like the first time I played through I used a ton of different potions, but I think all my other ones I basically just used the healing potions.
Look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Revelio.
I guess I'll do this. Let's see if there's any gear in these. Potion. And guidance. Might actually have to buy a little bit of gear.
Revelio.
There's another tape.
Accio.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Oh, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you, then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year.
He must be an idiot.
You're reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be
even in the winter.
Away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of dittany seeds? Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Natty.
He can't even go in his store.
Revelio.
Oop, there we go. I think that's a wand handle. No, it's a flat box. Come on. Gloves there. Nah, I can't get that shit. Yeah, those look alright, I guess.
Revelio.
Oop, there's another page. sneak in here.
Rebellion.
And I grabbed a uniform out of the box. Okay. Oh, that's actually a pretty big upgrade. Don't look bad either. Oh, can't talk to him yet.
Rebellion.
Still miss something on the inside.
Ah, I have everything. I see what you meant about not being able to pick a favorite shop.
We should walk around a bit more. Perhaps today is the day I finally pick one.
Let's get a honeybee. It's kind of a weak bum bot.
Away from the village!
Somebody's gonna do some remodeling.
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We have to wear him down! Arrest the momentum! What was that? Gryffindor!
I was trying to beat him at his own game.
I like it! Do more of it! Look! He's faltering!
Took him long enough.
We need to make sure he stays that way!
Kamehameha.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are.
Yeah, just use the force to chuck a bunch of boxes at
I'd
him.
say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings
Magic,
of a
not very
lord, you
effective.
are.
Wooden boxes, very
If
effective.
you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
So she just ditches us to fix everything.
Reparo. Oh, hello there. A moment if you would.
I will see what you want.
Did he kill the cat? Is it alive? Yeah, it's alive. Just slept through the whole thing.
Accio.
Why is it not grabbing that?
Reparo. Rebellion. Reparo.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Reparo. Lucky they didn't do more damage.
Illustrious cloak. That's a big upgrade too.
Revelio.
Yeah, it's probably one of those buildings.
We were just talking about you.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls. And
That Wolverine haircut.
Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes. In thanks for what you did to me.
If you're going to Hogwarts, you'll need some fireproof clothing.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we?
Oh, thank you for the downgrade. Normally he has this one set of gear that looks really cool, but he doesn't have it this time. Oh yeah, I don't have a scarf equipped. Selling back the cloak he just gave us.
What an extraordinary introduction to Hogsmeade. I would say that we, and you in particular, have earned at least one butterbeer. Shall we head to the Three Broomsticks?
Sounds like a good idea.
Wonderful. Just down this way then.
I sell even more.
Let's make sure we kept the right one on.
The items, should you Revelio, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Assuming it is not too busy, you might even meet Serona, the owner. She is a charming hostess and a powerful witch. Good one to know.
Oh, guy in a top hat. He must be a villain.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Run right out into the open after that, after hiding behind the thing. Why don't you just kind of creep along the building?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you.
Ludgok. What a name. If I ever have a daughter, I'm gonna name her Ludgok.
Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on
Yeah,
leave.
have some beer.
Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one, single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are...
These assholes right here.
How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now?
That was your mom.
Clientele's not what it used to be, Serona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
He reminds me of the guy from Supernatural. One of the villain guys.
Perhaps you didn't hear me.
Can't remember his name. He played Badger on Serenity.
My friend is busy.
Firefly.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Yeah, we can.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy.
He will be unfortunate.
Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood. What are you not telling me?
I promised to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
Even though I promised you to promise to tell nobody anything.
I think that now might be a good
Revelio.
back to the castle.
Let's go out here in the streets in front of a bunch of other people and talk about it.
I am certainly glad Serona was there.
And that she isn't intimidated by thugs like Rookwood and Harlow.
I want to understand what's going on, and I hope you will tell me. But for the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley will certainly hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. I don't want her to worry.
Alright, I think that is enough for the first video. That's a good stopping point.